Good morning, good afternoon, traders in the TEFS Trading Room. Every morning, as usual, at 9 a.m., I'm just starting the preparation session. I hope you are doing great, team. Clifton, Scott, DVG, I hope you are doing great as well and ready for another roller coaster day, seems like, at least in the market, the pre-market. We have seen it already, crazy highs and lows, and it still continues. So yesterday we had a nice green day in the YouTube room, not a huge one, but a quite of an okay one. And I'm just wondering what's going to happen next as the tariffs just taken effect today, or actually, yes, today. After midnight, this was, I mean, yesterday after midnight, this was the last chance for Trump to get back from the tariffs, but there is no postponing it, nothing at all, guys. So the tariffs, the reciprocal tariffs are alive from today. And as you can see in the pre-market session, quite of a wide ride already. Reason for that there was one tweet from the White House that China is ready to sit to the table with Trump and speak about the tariffs, like negotiate on the tariffs. But instead of get a good news on that or a good continuation, the worst case scenario happened again as China just slapped 84% retaliatory tariffs on US goods in response to Trump. So their goal, it was not like sitting down and to end this trade war. They just made it more serious. So traders, that's why we've seen the first tweet from the White House is just caused a nice push higher on the pre-market and on the futures as well. And after that, it just fell down even more under the pre-market lows. Reason for that China just slaps 84% retaliatory tariffs on the US goods. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Ann, Tara, Larissa, nice to see you. Nitsan, hi. Nice to see you. Today it's Wednesday, yeah, your trading day. Hi, Banzai, nice to see you. Happy to see that you have time to spend with us and trade. Hi, Dor, Anticipator. Alamu, good morning to you. Hi, Miguel, ¿cómo estás? Lee, nice to see you. Steve, Brian, good morning, everyone. So, guys, seatbelts on again, because as you can see in the pre-market already, we are going to have a really crazy day again, and seems like that this sell-off is going to be continued unless we are not going to get some good news on the tariffs, but so far seems like that this is still far away. Also, I must tell you, I see some greens in the pre-market already, especially on the NVDA. NVDA is up 2.19% at the moment. Baba is stronger too. Tesla into the green, Apple, Amazon, Google. So actually, I've just read that already the Kelly Woods already just started to buy the NVDA. She thinks that the bottom is near. Well, let's see, because as you can see, one headline just can sharply turn lower or higher. The whole market sentiment is just amazing what is happening now, traders, and not even just during market hours, but as you can see in the pre-market, on the pre-market hours, and on the futures as well. They're just moving like crazy, so we need to be careful again today. PLTR, yes, exactly, this is on my list as well. Thank you, Larissa. Todd, hi, nice to see you. Okay, guys. So let's see what else is happening here. Indeed, as I mentioned you, this actually, first of all, the yesterday bounce, it was short-lived, as I was just expecting it, and today's bounce in the pre-market, this was just short-lived as well, because even that was a real tweet. It was a real tweet from the White House that China is ready to start the negotiations on the tariffs. Just we did not imagine this is going to be the end, that they are going with another extra 84% retaliatory tariffs on US goods. So amazing, guys. This trade war is getting really nasty, and the US stock market, and not just the US stock market, but the overall global markets are rattled again. Europe is down more than 3.7%. Asia down 4% on the Nikkei Hang Seng. It's still in green. That's why I've seen Baba to the green side, I guess, because of the tariffs. That now the cards it's in their hand. On the rate side, 10 years treasuries are jumping on the news, and the futures are red, as I see. Nasdaq futures 0.54, S&P 500 1%, and the Dow Jones into the red side too. Also, the Bitcoin is not that bad. It is just higher with 1%, but still under this 80K indeed. So this is still a bit weaker. Walmart sees a wider range of customer or outcomes for the first quarter profit as tariffs kick in. That's interesting. US Treasury yields I was just talking about. In the headlines, it is the retaliatory tariffs from China side, both on the market watch and the CNBC, and I just heard Bloomberg is talking about that as well. So far, traders no easing on the trade war. It is even the opposite. It's getting more nasty. Trump is close to caving on tariffs, veteran strategist says, but the damage to markets won't be easily undone. Well, traders, seems like that today's headlines on and happenings doesn't show like that. I mean, not on the part of on the markets, but that Trump is close to caving on the tariffs. I still cannot see that. Also, that's the first positive sign for a long time that the big tech stocks are trying to hold over the water, their heads over the water. Well, let's see if it's going to happen. Meta is in green now. Microsoft too. Triple Q back to the green side. Maybe another news. I don't know, guys. Let's just be ready because I feel like this week is going to be about the sudden out of the blue news regarding the tariffs. And as I mentioned, you everything just can flip and turn immediately as even the fake news are out. Hopefully, we won't have any more fake news like just on Monday. But so far, this is driving the markets. Okay, this is giving the direction to the markets. So let's just follow closely the headlines in the financial websites, please, because as you can see, that things are changing very, very fast indeed. So far, traders, as I see, the market is moving again from green to red to green. First of all, we moved from red to green, then green to red, and now again red to green territory. But again, everything is just temporarily so far. All right, traders, what else on the news side, especially on the economic front? It's Wednesday, Fed Day, not federal funds rate decision, just FOMC meeting minutes. But today is going to be 2 p.m. the FOMC meeting minutes. Also before that, we will get at 10 o'clock the final wholesale inventories, and after that, crude oil inventories 10:30. If you're trading oil stocks like XOM, CVX, Oxy, and the others, then please be aware of that. 10:30 crude oil inventories, and 11 o'clock FOMC member Barkin speaks. 1 p.m. can be quite interesting too, because the 10 years bond auction going to happen, and 2 p.m. as I mentioned you FOMC meeting minutes. So seems like an interesting day, and usually, you know what, on FOMC meeting minutes days we see the volume dries up towards to this 2 p.m. In the time. But I don't think so it's going to happen today unless it's not going to be any more news. But everything just seems like really, really hectic and volatile already in the pre-market. So I'm not sure it's going to be a usual Wednesday just before the FOMC meeting going to be released at 2 p.m. But we will see. And tomorrow and Friday is going to be really important days for the market traders, as CPI coming tomorrow, and a bunch of FOMC member speakers, by the way. I'm just watching here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 FOMC member speakers before 12 p.m. traders tomorrow, not today. So it's going to be an interesting day. And Friday, usually after the CPI, we got the PPI numbers too, together with consumer sentiment, inflation expectations, and a lot more FOMC member speakers on the line. Hi, Kevin. Nice to see you. CRWD checking. Yeah, actually, traders, yesterday the market was moving, but very slowly in the beginning. I know some of you, you were just sitting on the sidelines, which was, I think, a wise decision to trade the market. Today, we are going to have higher volatility because the market is not starting in +3 or -3%. As nowadays, it's quite of normal, right? And I believe as well that we will get better opportunities here, but just stay sharp on the news, indeed. So CRWD, you say that it on this 300, 315, when it just made this double bottom ish, then we are going to get over this 330 level. Not bad, not bad, Kevin. I'm going to keep an eye on this CRWD. It seems like even quite of a double bottom on the daily. Hi, Clifton. Nice to see you. Yes, Larissa, me too. Very very cautious on the longs because as you could see, this market is completely insane. One bad news and everything just can fall off the cliff. But this is true to the opposite. If we just get some better news, especially on the negotiations, because I know that Trump the started the negotiations. Oops, sorry guys. Started the negotiations indeed on the South Korea and on the Japan side, only China. But as I've told you like days ago, the big news are going to be not like 50 small countries are going for negotiations. This is something and definitely okay in the news. Like I don't deteriorate the weight on the news, but you know exactly we need the big guys here like Europe or China. Without them, this crazy uncertainty, this crazy drop is not going to finish. So Larissa, I completely agree that this can be crazy. Hi Storm, nice to see you. Yeah, from the sunny Greece. Lucky you. Let's rock today. Well, the market is already rocky, as you can see. I think we are just going to be continued with that. But as I told you, I feel like we will get really nice opportunities here, and especially with the help of DVG and Scott from the VIP room. And I really hope that Amir Barak is going to join us this morning too. You asked me in private emails how you can get into the VIP room. If you would be so kind to go to our TEFS website and just log in with your Gmail accounts, then you will get to the client area, and there you can see that you can get into the VIP room with buying higher education slash funded account packages. Like as far as I remember, even from the intro student package, you can already get 1, 2, 3 months. It depends on the package size, of course. Subscription, like free subscription to the VIP room. So this is how you can get into the VIP room with Scott DVG and sometimes Amir as a guest analyst. He is just taking care of us with really great calls. Pfizer, yes, very bad news on Pfizer, by the way. I'm just going to tell you, Mohammed, why. Actually, Trump seems like he's just not, doesn't know any mercy because seems like that even the pharma stocks, he is going to be tough on them because he just told yesterday, Tuesday, late in the evening, he's going to announce very shortly a major tariff on pharma stocks. Pfizer, Merck, and Eli Lilly shed a lot on that news, so these stocks can go to our shortlist. By the way, yes, Larissa, is there also another separate fee if you have already an account? Um, Larissa, I'm going to find out it for you, okay? I'm going to find out it for you. Might I can get you something here, okay? Like not to pay a fee definitely, but there is a chance, of course, to pay a monthly fee to get belong to the Scott DVG and sometimes Amir Barak's news or news. Yeah, they are getting news as well, but definitely the calls on the stocks indeed and the trading room. All right, traders, what else here? Hi, Scott V. Good morning to you. I'm just going into the international news. Also, everything is just overshadowed with the updates on the tariffs, like China for 84% retaliatory tariffs at this time on US goods. China says it will continue to take resolute and forceful countermeasures as US tariffs kick in. Ouch. Trump's new reciprocal tariffs take effect on imports from around the world. This just happened yesterday after midnight. Dow already tumbled 400%, as you could see in the pre-market. Dow, SPY, and Triple Q are trying to make a comeback again after touching new pre-market close. Very, very volatile trading day is coming. Hi, Darren. Nice to see you. Good morning. Okay, auto giants extend losses as Trump's sweeping global tariffs take effect. So definitely it has a huge impact on everything. Even Bitcoin started the day a bit weaker, but as I see, it's just back to the 77,000 area, which is still not strong in my opinion. But we have some movers. As Mohammed just mentioned, Pfizer, definitely the stocks, I mean the pharma stocks are going to go to my short list first. If you have anything on your list, please just let me know. Yes, Nitsan, I know about the PLTR. I am aware of that. Thank you very much. Larissa already mentioned the PLTR, one of my favorite stock as well, not just yours. We are trading it frequently. I really like it. I see that it's trying hard to push higher a little bit, and it's up already 3%. Like just NVIDIA is strong, Tesla, Baba, AMD, Amazon, Apple, Google, IBM, all of them are into the green side. But PRTR is definitely stronger than the others. I like it to my long side if we can continue with this move higher. And I mentioned you to the short side, Pfizer, and I'm going to put LLY there too. RKT, yeah, this is the rocket company as far as I remember. RKT, rocket companies, yes. But this is moving lower. Hi, Arike. Nice to see you. And not sure how to treat PITR today, actually, unless it will slowly willing to pull back. Yes, exactly, Larissa. This is what I wanted to warn you of, guys. Anything can just, change direction in 1 second. So I would say I'm going to stay on the scalp side until we are not going to see that the market is really picking up into a direction. But the pre-market doesn't show like that. That we just pick the direction clearly, and I'm afraid we won't. But let's see, might big news hit the market soon, and everything is going to change in a second. So RKT at the moment, Nissan is 5% lower. Nice pre-market volume is down under $13, but you are right, it still has a chance to go lower on the pharma news. So RKT, we can just call it to the short side. What else in the news? Well, Apple is in the news too, as it is down. It was down though. It's just pulling back. You see this biggest movers, it was just released 30 minutes ago, and it's not relevant anymore. Look at Apple, it's just back to the green now. Unbelievable. But based on that article blog, the shares just fell before because of the cost tech giant, roughly 25% of its market value is just lost. The iPhone maker has been hit hardest among the Magnificent Seven companies because Apple's reliance on China, and definitely there's news regarding the new retaliatory tariffs now at this time from China. It's not making the Apple situation better, but so far, as you can see, it's just trying to pull back as well. DAL anticipator, very good. DAL is going to get earnings, and DAL at the moment is pushing higher. I like it to the long side. It's on my long list because it seems like that it is very extended to the downside, and we can see some pullback here. Energy very weak. Yes, Nitsan, because of the oil and this whole turmoil on the geopolitical level. Plus, crude oil inventory is going to be released as well at 10:30. So with the oil energy stocks, let's be careful there indeed. CVX, yes, or XOM. I'm just going to put them to the secondary list, but please really be aware of the fact that there will be a um, uh, oil production news too. All right, traders, one or two more. Okay, oops. All right. Breaking news, guys. European Union approves first set of retaliatory tariffs on the US imports. So seems like neither US or neither EU nor China not going to talk about the negotiations and the tariffs. They are just keep pushing these retaliatory tariffs on the US goods. This is, in my opinion, is going to be another very ugly red day in this case if this is not going to be finished soon, and doesn't seem like it's going to be finished soon indeed. Walmart in the news, 1% after Walmart pulled its outlook for operating income in the first quarter, saying it wants to maintain flexibility to invest in price as tariffs are implemented. WMT can go to the short list. What else here? A lot indeed going on, but my time is just right here. Constellation Energy still, which I'm checking, CEG is going higher, but as I mentioned, you be careful with the energy stocks, and Target, Best Buy and Home Depot are just going lower again because of the results of the tariffs indeed. So I'm going to call these to the short side as well. But as I mentioned you, surprisingly, and NVIDIA, Tesla, AMD, Baba are looking strong. So these I'm going to call it to the long side also. Again, maybe in 1, 2, 5, 10 minutes, we will see everything to the downside again. So let's be extremely careful here. Yes, crude oil inventories. Exactly. Thank you, Nitsan. All right, VIP room traders, as I see DVG is here. Hi, Martins. Nice to see you, Seth. Gareth, good morning. So I'm just going to leave you in the good hands of DVG and Scott in the VIP room, and see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful green day, traders, and seatbelts on again. And of course, as usual, I'm just going to continue in the YouTube test room trading with you until 11 a.m. All right, guys, so here we are. Crazy, crazy day again, starting the SPX 500, like indeed the futures, it's surprisingly higher, but the triple Q and the SPY are still just moving from red to green, green to red. At the moment, SPY is down 0.34%, but it's just, as I mentioned, you is just changing really, really, really fast. So let's be careful on that. Triple Q is just on the zero level at the moment. Huge volatility. I'm expecting crazy moves. So please watch out on your share size. Definitely watch out on your entries, rather clear, nice quality setups to go for traders today, because even if it's a clear setup, it's going to be a volatile move. So let's just maybe go with some stocks which are not that crazy indeed. Well, which one is going to be that one? I don't know yet. We have some great candidates here. I'm definitely going with DAL here. CBNA, it's on my list too. But let's just go for DAL now. TQQQ as always. Pfizer, LLY, definitely on my list too. What else here? This is to the short side, WMT. Bad news too because of the tariffs. To the long side, PLTR and VDA CEG, which got some better news there. I'm going to get here CEG as well, and of course PLTR as always. I really, really like it. Crazy, crazy headlines. Again, as I mentioned, you not just China, but now it is a very fresh news that the European Union approved the first set of retaliatory tariffs on the US imports. I guess everyone was expecting Trump at least to postpone a bit these tariffs and not starting today, but like in months or 2 months, and give some time for the countries for a negotiation. But this has not happened, and traders, there is a high chance that this is going to push the markets lower unless we are not going to get fresh news again. So in the main room we have DVG today. I don't know whether Scott is going to get in today. I have not seen his watch list yet. Apple, Tara, very good question. question because it was red, now it's back to green. No idea. Guys, really, really, I must tell you, I'm completely clueless where this market is going to go. Under the market or pre-market lows, we can short. Over the pre-market highs, we can long. This is easy like that. And I'm going to watch the headlines like a hawk because every impressive and significant news can just flip the coin in no time on the market sentiment. Like, for example, now that the European Union is just ready to go with China and imply retaliatory tariffs to the US goods. J&J, Andrew, very good question. Welcome, J&J. J&J, Johnson& Johnson seems like really weak, 4.71%. I love it to the short side. You are right. I really, really like it to the short side. I'm just going to watch it here. So guys, this is what we have now. Craziness all over the place. On the economic front, I'm just repeating myself. Today, we will get the wholesale inventories at 10 o'clock, 10:30 crude oil inventories, and 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. But before that, 11 a.m., we will get a FOMC member Barkin going to speak as well. So Tara, really, I cannot tell you now that yes, I'm sure Apple is going to move back. One thing which I know from the headlines, especially on NVDA, that Cathie Woods started to buy NVIDIA, but I guess you remember when he started to buy Tesla on a level and it still went down like 20-30%. So be careful with that. Definitely, I'm not going to buy NVIDIA yet, but seems like that this is just having some bullish sentiment at the moment. And of course, Kathy, she is a great investor. She's not going for a short time. So I agree that the bottom should be in soon. If it's not going to be in, guys, even 1929 can just is just going to be just a simple little crisis next to that what Trump is causing with the tariffs here, if the things are not going to improve, in my opinion. And don't forget what I told you yesterday, that this is still a fear-driven drop, as you can see exactly when a better news just hit the market or the headlines, everything is just popping up like crazy, and on the bad news, everything is just falling down on the cliff. So this is very clear to everyone. I think I don't need to repeat that this is a very much fear-driven and not fundamentals-driven news. Just the problem here, if the tariffs are staying, sooner or later is going to be very, very serious fundamental deteriorating by the companies and the stocks. So this is what is generating the fear indeed. And don't forget, today it's Wednesday. That means we have 2 days until the earnings season kicks off with the big banks on Friday. I can't wait for that. And surprisingly, I just read that everyone is waiting some shiny and rosy earnings season today, or well, let's see. In my opinion, maybe the numbers are going to be okay, but the guidance, everyone is going to be extra careful with the guidance and the outlook what they're going to give to their companies, especially on the shadows, under the shadows of this ugly tariffs at the moment. So traders, we still have 1 minute to go. Good luck, everyone. If you feel like that this environment is not for you, stay on the sidelines. You can still learn a lot. I mean, from these moves, it's completely okay. It's not a must trading every day. You need to understand this. For me, it was very hard in the beginning to understand. In the beginning of my career, I always wanted to trade. I'm not just sitting down to stare on the monitors, but sometimes it's just needed to step back like 3 steps and just watch the things what is happening. So for the ones who doesn't feel good in this environment, it's okay just to observe. And traders, I just would like to remind you, if you have any questions regarding trading, funded account packages, private mentoring, anything like that, that I am here for you. And please just drop me an email. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, I cannot see Scott. Maybe he is not going to be in for today, but we have DVG. I have not seen Amir yet in the main room, but sometimes he is coming a bit later. All right, traders. So far, SPY Triple Q are trying to find the direction. As you can see, NVIDIA is very strong. So hopefully it's going to be a good one here. We are starting a bit higher with these markets now, especially the triple Q, I would say this is a good one. Okay. IBM, I'm watching. So Tesla starting strong, PRTR2, J&J, even J&J is pulling back, by the way, Andrew, but I'm watching it. Cannot see Walmart, sort of. PRTR is here. Marvel, instead of Marvel, I'm going to watch Meta here. Okay, so SPY so far trying to push higher as well, but the triple Q is stronger. Also, as I see, SPY is failing already. NVIDIA is pulling back too. Meta, it's a bit lower. DAL, nice push on the DAL. Just watching the strong and the weak stock. ASML very strong. You are welcome, Andrew. ASML, it's quite strong. I've seen, but this is moving back a bit. DVG loves NVDA to the long side. On NVDA, I would say I would go only over the high. Ooh, CG crazy. Hi, D King, nice to see you. All right, DAL, it's a crazy mover. Meta back to the highs, TQQQ pushing higher too. Amazon I'm watching, Meta I'm watching too because they are starting to be really strong. Tesla, AMD, Tesla is just breaking the highs already. DVG called Microsoft over 355, and actually I'm checking this Amazon here. Amazon, I'm checking it here over this 173.05 level. I just do not trust this market. Also, it's moving back nicely higher at the moment, especially the triple Q. Okay, NVIDIA is just going sideways now. Meta pushing, overall TQQQ, and the market is pushing too. Still watching this Amazon, but it's not that strong. Tesla looks great, but we need to continue that move here. Even AVGO, it's up 2.2% as I see. Okay, SPY triple Q, especially the triple Q now stopped a bit, so let's be careful, guys. Baba looks like as a great reversal. I'm going to watch Baba here. Okay, on NVDA, I would say now over 99.70. I am ready to take a long. TQQQ going higher too. Tesla seems like stronger today as well, over 229.40. But everything I'm just going to make it with a lower share size because the news were not particularly good today so far, traders. Also, the market seems like it's pushing back. To the short side, we can watch J&J for a gap and go as I see. Even Amazon is pushing lower than higher. But I'm still not convinced on taking anything to the long or nor to the short side. I'm just watching what is going on here. J&J looks really good for a gap and go under 140, 43, 50, 40. Okay. LLY, I'm going to check here too. Amazon is pulling back, so the market is pulling back too. Okay, Tesla looks quite strong with traders. Seems like doesn't care too much about the market. NVIDIA is just falling. DVG is still holding his position there. I'm watching Baba for a continuation over the high too. And as I mentioned I am definitely watching J&J and maybe even LLY for a gap and go trade. Tesla looks very strong, traders, but I would take it only over 230 with for a quick scalp here. Watch out with the share size because it can be a really, really crazy trade. Okay, Baba looks like an interesting one still for me. Okay, Tesla. Stop loss on the Tesla is going to be under 226 and 70. Okay. Nvidia is trying to pull back as well. Coin, Kevin. Coin is not on my list, but just watching it now. Coin, you want to take it over 155. It's just the same almost than my Tesla. So I completely agree with that. Microsoft still looks really strong as well. So Microsoft can be a trade over 358.05 as well. My Tesla, it's moving lower now. Ooh, I missed, but Eli Lilly, it's extremely spready, unfortunately. It's not good. All right, so let's see what else is really weak on my watch list. Oxy, Pfizer, checking. Market again, it's a bit clueless which direction to go. I like Pfizer under 20, 21. Maybe 21. Also, the volume is not that high on the red candles, but if everything's starting to sell off, the Pfizer can be a good one. The same I'm watching on J&J too, by the way, and the rest of the market is just getting a bit weaker now. So my Tesla has not entered. PLTR pulling back too. I'm still just observing Tara. I don't like this market indeed. Over the high of the consolidation can be a long, under the low of the consolidation, it's a short. Overall market is behaving like that again, just like yesterday. DAL though, I see it's stronger a little bit. SPY triple Q, it's fighting with a little bit with the VWAP. If they are going to lose the fight here, we can see a big drop. So might we can just make a call even on the TQQQ, by the way, traders. Market might starting to give up. I'm still not sure though. On the TQQQ though, I would not take it just under 38.80. Now let's see, bulls. Are you strong enough or not yet? And I like Baba too. So everything looks like as a bull flag. Question whether this market, like Microsoft is a bull flag, Tesla, bull flag, Baba is a bull flag over 102.50. Actually, traders, I like Baba. Only the Chinese stocks, they were quite strong, but only over 102 and 50 on the Baba. Okay, too late to the trade, fortunately. I'm just going to take it, I think. All right, question whether this pull higher, it's going to be okay. On the Baba, if you could take the trade, then this is going to be let's go for $1. So Baba did enter. I would like to see a 103.50 for the first partial in this case, and Tesla is in too. On the Baba, I would like to see a clear break over the 103 level, and I am ready already to make a partial here with 75% of my share size. If it's pushing 103.40. On the Tesla, it's making a nice move. Hopefully 231 would be a great entry. Look at PLTR, Tara. Amazing. Look at PLTR. All right, traders, here comes the Tesla. We really need to push higher. Even DAL, it's making a move higher. Hopefully it's not a false move. DAL, unfortunately, I missed. All right, traders, fantastic. On the Tesla, I am ready to take a partial. Tesla, good. I'm just taking a partial on Tesla, 75% to 31.80. Great. And I'm going to push my stop loss under 229 and 80. NVDA checking, very nice. I like it, Kevin. NVDA. And look at PLTR, amazing. Very good. Thank you, Jim. Oh, unfortunately, my Baba is still not going. But looks great. PRTR is going too beautiful on PRTR. Tesla stop loss just on the break-even traders. Let's go for 234 for the second partial. If you took PRTR for the reversal, 81, 40, 50 can be the first partial. I did not take it, unfortunately. Overall market is pushing higher, really big, nice push. Question whether it's going to be continued like that or this is just a bull trap. So watch out on this one and take a quick partial on the NVDA Banzai. Yes, Kevin, fantastic call on the coin too. Everything just got unleashed to the upside. Unfortunately, my Baba not yet, but I'm still holding it. VWAP hopefully is going to help us here. And the overall market just reached a little top there, which means might we will see a pullback there. On the Tesla, I'm going to be out under 230. You did take Microsoft. Microsoft was very nice too. I missed it, the king. It was a very, very nice trade over 357.20s. Okay, watch out with the market. It's just pushing back a little bit now. But I feel like if we are going to move around or turn around, this can be nasty again. My Baba is not working very well indeed. So let's just wait with that, but I'm not going to wait too much. Under 101, I'm going to be out, but my Tesla, it's a very nice big winner so far at least. All right, guys, market is still pushing a little bit higher. That's a good news for our Tesla. So all of the big tech stocks are moving higher. Even Meta, it's making a kind of consolidation here, which I like. And unfortunately, my Baba, I don't know why. I do not have luck with these Chinese stocks. They always bite me. Okay, watch out on the Tesla traders. I'm going to be out soon here. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Tesla was a nice winner so far. Microsoft still looking great and strong, but the overall market stopped, definitely stopped. So be careful here. And unfortunately, if Baba is breaking the 101, like 170, I need to be, oh, it just broke. Okay, so one winner, one loser. Not the best. Out of NVDA with a winner, very good banzai. As I've told you guys, we have to stay. We must stay on the scalping side, unfortunately, because as you can see, this market is just making really crazy moves already. Baba was not playing out well, but it's okay. Tesla was a great winner here. And overall market is just making a big push to the downside now. CVNA still strong, by the way. I'm going to watch it. Maybe some reversals, we can get it soon. J&J got into this 20 EMA. I'm watching for a reversal too. Let me just check Pfizer there. Microsoft was very nice. Pfizer still holding. How about the oil stocks are moving lower. BMY's weak too. I'm just watching the weak and strong stocks there. STX weak. Or H is weak too. Okay, guys, seems like the market is starting to give up again. Ooh, this RH looks like as a complete whipsawing move so far. So let's see whether the market is going to hold by the VWAP, hold by the VWAP or not. Both SPY and the triple Q, this is what I am watching at the moment. DBG likes Meta over 510, well, it's on 510. I'm watching for reversals now, especially maybe on Amazon 173, TQQQ coming back now too. Our H is breaking down. Humana, wow, 3.47% lower. But J&J is not giving up. That's interesting. LLY, not bad. Okay. FSLR, AXSM, these are all to the downside. Walmart stronger. This market maybe is going to give up again, traders, so we can watch the QQQ again for a possible short here. Look at that, SPY triple Q breaking the VWAP again. Well, I must tell you that these news were not good at all on this market. So I'm not going to be surprised again on a red day. I'm surprised that we are starting stronger, actually. Tesla can be a nice VWAP reversal over 230, 40 again. Amazon as well over 270 or 172, 70 around. PLTR, no, it's just moving under the VWAP now. NVIDIA is making a reversal here too, which is not bad, maybe over 99.30. But first we need to see the market that at least it's stopping at all here, because so far it doesn't seem like it stops. NVIDIA 100 again. Yes, definitely. But for that, again, we need a reversal. I would love it. If not, well, it's going to be another short here. And I keep an eye on TQQQ, especially if the TQQQ is going to break 39.30 traders. Tesla holding really nicely, in my opinion. And the market is climbing back over the VWAP, which is not bad. So I'm just going to go with I can go even with NVIDIA, but DAL on the VWAP, Amazon on the VWAP 173. I missed my Tesla call, my own Tesla call. That's great. TQQQ on the VWAP. How about Microsoft? Microsoft was not winning. No. Still not convinced by this market though. Have to be careful. J&J on the other hand looks like as a possible pullback. Ooh, what a comeback on J&J. Interesting. I missed my Tesla reversal there. Meta is making the reversal here as well. How about PLTR? Guys, I'm going to get PLTR over 80. PLTR over 80 for a VWAP reversal. Stop loss under 78 and 75. So PRTR over 80. Okay. Let's see. 80.05 is going to be my entry here. Okay. Spy Triple Q are making the reversals. Jimmy, happy to hear that. Well done. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Jim. Okay, guys, let's see whether this PRTR can make the move over this 80.05 once more at least. So far, the market is still pushing. Here we are. On the PRTR, I want to see an 81, just before 81, a 75%. Maybe actually, you know what, an 80% of a partial if we can push higher. If not, I'm going to focus on a short end, especially on the TQQQ. Because if the market is going to fail here and breaking the 39.35, I'm going to be in. Okay, guys, PRTR is coming nicely. Look at that. Just moving higher now. I am ready to take a partial soon on the PRTR. Just made a very nice VWAP reversal. 89.50. You know what? I told you we need to stay on the scalping side, and I need to do that either as well as I was calling for that. So it's just made a 50 cent, 45 cent. Market it's on a decision point soon, whether it's going to push higher or not. And because of that, I think I'm just going to take a partial a little bit sooner. So you see, it just broke the semi-round number. Here is 80 perfect. I'm just taking my 400 partial now. I just took, and I'm going to move my stop loss just under the VWAP. Okay, okay. Or not under the VWAP, under the entry. So PRTR first partial done. Thank you, PRTR on 80.80, and put my stop loss just slightly under this $80 level. And let's see whether it can stretch higher or it's going to move back. If it's moving back, that was like a pleasant scalp. If you took the Amazon, I really hope you did. Very nice, clear VWAP reversals we had all over the place. And on the Amazon, this is the first partialing point. Family trade, Tara. Yeah, thank you, the king. All right, traders, as I see, market is still stretching higher. That's great indeed. But we need to see a new high over the daily high. Yeah, I mean, we are very much far away from an all-time high, guys. Amazing. But Amazon was nice. Meta even did the reversal too. So all of the big stocks, let's see whether NVIDIA can push even higher. All right, traders, here comes again PLTR, stop loss under the entry, and let's see whether we can push back to this 81.40. This is going to be my second partial. CVNA checking. And J&J starting to give up, by the way. Yes, Rusty, I'm checking it for a reversal too. Very nice CVNA, a little bit too late for me, Nitsan, because if you check the daily chart, it's very close to the 200 EMA, but overall was a nice VWAP reversal. Now, I'm not sure I would take it. I'm not sure I would take it. And if I just go to the J&J, Raspi, I was just watching it that it's making a small double bottom. I would say it can be a short under 146, 146, especially if the market is going to give up. Thank you, Kevin, for reminding us. Very useful. Thanks a lot. Yeah, on that we need to be careful. Okay, PRTR is still playing out well. It's making a consolidation. Let's see whether we can push it higher or not. 81.40 is going to be my partial there. SPY triple Q on decision point, Amazon bull flagging. DAL made a VWAP reversal as well. And let's see whether the bulls are going to give up or not. I guess the wholesale inventory is going to help in the decision too. Okay, now seems like it's just making a nice consolidation on the PLTR. Bull flag, we need to break the $81 level and then to break the daily high, but for that we need the market desperately. Okay. So I'm still holding PLTR and waiting for the market to make a decision. If it's breaking out, guys, even Amazon looks very good over the high for a long. So does NVDA, so does everything actually, even the TQQQ. What we need for that, a nice continuation. DVG code BA over 143.22. Still on my ban list, unfortunately. Okay, traders, here comes PLTR. I'm just ready to take one more partial before the news. Just half of my share size, just selling here. Okay, and I'm going to leave my stop loss just on the entry. Nicely done, PLTR. Wondering whether Amazon can make the break here, even the overall market, with the overall market, I would say. Okay, so two partials on PLTR and still running. Fantastic. Go, go, go. Overall market, it's in a bull flag, but as Kevin just wrote, we will get a news soon. You are in the family trade banzai as well. Happy to hear that. However, now watch out, traders. I'm just going to move my stop loss on the PLTR under this 8040 level. I did move 8040 level. I moved. Thank you, Clifton. And Raspi, I must tell you, I like this J&J still under 146, especially if the market is going to turn around. Okay, PRTR just made a pullback now, small one, not too much. Pfizer is breaking out. I would not be surprised even on that one. Over 2140, maybe. Okay, traders, market started to move already 1 minute before the news, so let's just be careful here. I'm still holding my PLTR 8030. I'm going to be out. SPY starting to be a bit nervous here. NVIDIA is ready to break as I see too. Very nice call over 100. I hope it's going to stretch more, but for that we desperately need some good news, traders, on this market. There is no doubt. Without good news, we are not going to make it. So market is in a bull flag and news are coming in less than a minute on the wholesale inventories. And so far, Tesla looks like as a breakout, NVIDIA looks like as a breakout, but everything can just turn ugly in no time, as you know. PLTR stop loss 80.30, 80.30. JNG not moving anywhere. Okay, I'm out of PLTR, two partials. I'm very happy with that trade. Just catched the perfect VWAP reversal here. Some seconds to go to the news. Ooh, here we go, guys. Also out on PLTR, very nice banzai, well done. And here we go, traders. Everything is pushing higher now, but maybe this is just the first impact and we can just fail easily. So be careful here. I am flat at the moment, no trades, and just waiting for this market to show some direction. Nice push higher. Was very much felt like a little bit forced to take something to the long side here, like Amazon or Tesla or Nvidia, but I did not take it. But beautiful moves everywhere. Well done. Market is just pushing higher now. Happy to hear that. If you took anything to the breakout side, I encourage you to act a scalper again because of the fact that this market is a bit unreliable. But so far, nice push. And even my PLTR is pushing. It's okay. I made my trade on that. It could have happened, completely to the downside, this move, not to the upside, as we know. Okay, Microsoft still going. TQQQ broke. Overall market is breaking, but do not forget, guys, this is still how we started this how we did start this day. I mean, what kind of news? That was no good news. Also, seems like the market it's a little bit shaking it off, which is good, my opinion. All right, guys. So if you took anything to the breakout side, Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, anything like that, I would take a partial here, and then let's see whether this market can stretch higher. 425 should be broken by the triple Q, and the 500 already broke, but 505 I think it can be a stronger support or a resistance level for the S&P 500. If you are still holding PLTR, well done, fantastic. It's still moving higher. Overall market too. So let's see if it can just make new daily highs after new daily highs. So I see it was the last trade. It was just the BA trade. NVIDIA, wow, what a trade. Beautiful call over 100. Well done. Meta stretching too. J&J is still weak. So guys, if you are going to turn around, I'm going to keep an eye on J&J for sure for this short under 146. How about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is up 2.4% traders, 2.40 to be precise. Nice. Macy's is strong as I see. Okay, Macy's just broke. Meta breaking too. IBM sort of. J&J is still weak. All right, what is the strongest on my watch list? It's Tesla. Tesla is the strongest stock, followed by AMD and NVIDIA. Yeah, AMD was a very nice VWAP reversal too. It's not on my watch list. I should put it there maybe instead of Meta because it's not doing too much. All right, traders, here comes the small pullback. Watch out. We are going to pull back, but maybe it's another small bull flag. I never know. What's coming next? ARM Kevin checking. ARM. Great, looks really good. If we do continue higher, this looks like a really nice continuation too. I like it. Also, the market just made some red candle here, which doesn't mean too much, but I'm not going to be surprised if it's just pulling back to the VWAP again, like it was quite of a typical move today from the market, already in pre-market to do the swings higher and lower. But so far, there is no doubt we have higher highs and higher lows. on the triple Q and the SPY. Don't forget, we started with that yesterday as well, and after that it failed. So let's be careful. ARM is spready. Thanks for that. Yeah, I always forget that ARM can be spready. Yeah, 40 cents at the moment is it's the spread. It can be spready for sure. So watch out. The Treasury plans to sell $39 billion 10 years notes today. What do you think will happen after that? Oh, Kevin, well, as I would say, in this case, we are going to see a smaller sell-off as well on the market because this is quite of a big, huge news actually, or huge impact on the market. But the things are not working very ordinary nowadays. So everything is a bit too much. I mean, you cannot rely on old way-fashioned economy bonds here or impacts because as you can see anything can happen, but maybe a little sell-off for sure. Okay, just a second. All right, so here we are. Here we have the pullback, which I was expecting, and I'm still keeping an eye on the J&J, in this case under 146. Or again, we can just get a nice reversals to the upside. We're checking onto the VWAP. This is what I'm watching. Okay, just got a question from one of the trader, but okay, he's doing great. So these plans are huge plans and might it's going to have a very ugly impact on the market. First, at least, because as you know, it just can hurt the growth, the stock growth for the long time. It can be problematic, and it's a huge number, like 39 billion. Not good. TLTR at the VWAP. Yeah, I see. Everything is just back to the VWAP. Also, Nitsan, at this time, I'm just watching that this push lower, it was a little bit stronger than the previous pullback. So that's why I'm a bit more cautious to call any reversal here. And actually, just for a hedge, which I like, if it turned down, I'm going to make a short on the TQQQ under 39.80. And VDA 100, again, yes, this can be a good one. But again, as I mentioned you, if we are not going to survive this pullback, then I'm going to focus on this 80, yeah, on the TQQQ as well, 39.80 for a short, because I feel like that this pullback, it was a little bit stronger to the downside as before. So that's why I'm going to call TQQQ under 39.80 for the short side if it goes there. Okay. Let's see. And this is going to be a scalp, of course, only. If not, we can get again the nice VWAP reversals, NVIDIA, Tesla, Amazon again, even Microsoft made a nice pullback. Microsoft can be a 360 reversal on the VWAP, especially even the TQQQ over 40 40. But overall, let's just check whether this market is going to make the push higher or the reversal here. Okay. Looks like this J&J is not giving up yet. And here comes another reversal. I was wrong with the intensity of the pullback as I see. So VWAP reversal staying. And I must tell you, I like your NVIDIA call, quite nice, but now only over 121. I'm still waiting. I find this market a bit tricky now. I see bulls are quite determined here to make this reversal. Nice banzai, well done. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I think that the market is going to be tricky now, guys. Don't fall for these reversals now. I don't know why. I just, this intensity of the pullback, it was a bit weird, in my opinion. Let's see if I am right at all. Okay. All right, market, higher or lower? This is the question now. It is still trying hard to push higher. Marco just wrote the DJT. We should watch DJT. Ooh, yeah, DJT is moving higher, traders. The good old meme stock. It's moving higher, not bad. Should watch it for sure if you like it. And the market is still way too much tricky for me. Okay, so far nice higher highs, higher lows. But as I mentioned you, this can just change in a second. Okay, watch out on the TQQQ. It's just getting closer now. Under 39.80 is going to be my entry here. So let's be like, no, 78 is going to be my entry. Stop loss is going to be over 40.60. Have not entered yet. Market is back under the VWAP. Oxy checking. So don't forget, oil inventory is going to be released in like 15 minutes, a bit more than 15 minutes. But yeah, it looks extremely weak on the oil. Wow, ugly. I mean on the Oxy. Let me just check XOM2. Ouch, nasty. All right, traders, here comes the TQQQ. I want to see a 39.40 for the first partial at least. 39.50, 40. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to be ready to take a partial soon. Hopefully, if we're pushing lower a bit more. SPY triple Q broke the VWAP both of it. The big stocks, NVIDIA broke a VWAP as well, and even Tesla. Also, Tesla trying to pull back already. Let's see. Maybe it's going to be a bear trap at this time. What a market, right? Crazy. Okay, SPY triple Q still under the Viva, but trying to make a recovery here as I see. DJT very strong. Big fight is going on as I see. If you have anything on the radar, any questions, please just let me know. With the oil stocks, I just ask you to be careful because the crude oil inventory is going to be released at 10:30. TQQQ is still fighting here with this $40 level, and the overall market too are trying to decide whether it wants to go for a reversal or it's going to push lower towards the lows of the day. Now we are making a pullback as I see, a small one, but still not clear. What Apple is doing, let me just check it. APL. Apple is just making a very nice bull flag here. But for that, we need to break with the Apple the 179.20, like the high of the day. Okay, market is still on hesitation mode. 420 on the triple Q for under 500 with the SPY. Big tech stocks trying to reverse here as well again. Maybe that's going to be a longer decision, going to take time for this market. Also now we are moving higher, be careful. Bulls are surprisingly strong today, my opinion. Now I like NVDA better, by the way. Look at the NVDA traders. It's just made a drop under the VWAP. Now it's pulling back with a slightly higher volume, but actually I would not buy it just over 127. So before that line, I would not buy this stock. Looks better though for a long at the moment. Even 130. Let me just check what was the high of this 10-11 level. Okay. Yeah, 130. All right, traders, I'm still holding this TQQQ, but that's not a good news for me now that the spine triple Q pushed back over the VWAP. Volume, though, it's not impressive at all in these green candles. Amazon just made a nice pullback too. Microsoft not that much at the moment. All right, traders, now we are going a little bit lower again. But again, this is still the fighting mode. I'm just checking the wholesale inventories here quickly. Wholesale inventories today is the 9th of April. And wholesale inventories, it's got better than expected. That's why we have seen this jump on the overall market. And again, we are just waiting for the FOMC meeting minutes. Fortunately, my TQQQ is getting higher. That means that over 40.50, I'm going to be out of the trade. 40.50. SPY triple Q trying hard to make a reversal on the VWAP. So does the NVIDIA, the Tesla, even the Amazon looks very good over this 174.30 maybe. Okay. Seems like the market is just going to trick me at this time. TQQQ just hanging on a thread. 64 actually this consolidation high here. DAL making a reversal too, as I see. Meta looks very good over 515. I just don't know. I just do not trust this market anymore. Volume again, it's drying up as we are getting close to this FOMC meeting minutes, which I don't like actually. And unfortunately, I feel like I'm just going to be out soon on this TQQQ if we break higher. I'm still holding it. I had no guts to buy NVIDIA nor Tesla. Just watching this market here, whether it really can make this reversal. And I'm still holding my TQQQ trade here. But this is going to be the last chance for the TQQQ to make the reversal there. Meta short under 508. 50, even under 509.30 LAR, it looks good. PIT are rejecting VWAP so far. Yes, I see. But if you just check it, it's almost moving same like all of the big stocks at the moment. NVIDIA still shows some strengths in my opinion, but the rest of the big stocks are moving back. All right, traders. So here comes our TQQQ back towards to the entry again. J&J. Yeah, I just took it off my radar, unfortunately. That's not a good one. But yes, you are right. Let's just call this J&J. I like it. I still like it, especially with this market here. But I would short it only under 145 and 90 here on the J&J. All right, traders, finally, here comes the TQQQ. Still nothing green, still no break, but just pulled back. Still can be easily a pullback higher after that nasty move. I just don't get it. Market cannot decide on the direction. Strange, strange, strange. And here comes the good old ugly move on the market. So this means traders that I need to get out on 64 latest from my, yep, TQQQ. That's not nice, TQQQ. So a loser on TQQQ, which is very rare for me. And seems like even Meta, instead of a short, is going higher. So be careful with this one. J&J has not entered yet. What a move, market. What a move again. Not good. Yeah, choppiness starting. This was my fear, actually. Not nice to see, but at least the market is getting back to the lows, which is not that bad, though. Even if I lost on my TQQQ trade, it's okay. TQQQ just trigged me. It's okay. NVIDIA made the move, so if you took it again over 100, it was a nice scalp. But again, traders act as a scalper because as you can see, it's just not doing the right moves here. I mean, it's starting to go to one direction, but does not continue. This we have started after 10 o'clock, like almost half an hour ago. And in this environment, I do not like to press the button. Also, J&J, I still like it. I feel like this can be my last trade here. And look at that nasty market. Now it's pulling back towards to the VWAP. Not good. The usual hesitation, I think, maybe before the FOMC meeting minutes. This is what I feel here indeed. Now the market started to move back a bit again. So J&J is still like, but the overall market is just started to make this cheap chop market, which we don't like, whipsawing again. All right, traders. So let's see how is your trading day so far. I am just in a small green now because of this ugly TQQQ, and the market tricked me. And I'm wondering whether, you know what, this FOMC meeting minutes and Powell or anything like that, it just can't calm down the markets. Okay. I don't think so though. As you can see, it's just reacting so much on the news and just on the tariffs news at the moment. Okay, here it is, the poll. So let's see. No good volume for buy. Yes, Lar, exactly. This is what I mentioned in the pre-market session, that usually when FOMC meeting minutes or Fed day is coming, you know, I mean, and usually it's at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, the volume starting to dry up. I was hoping that this is not going to happen today because of this unique situation what we have now, the tariffs and the earnings season coming and so on. But as you can see, it's just playing out as a usual FOMC day so far. So I am in very small green. I would have been much better without this TQQQ loss, but this is in the cards when you are playing for a strategy. And overall market, again, look at that, it's just pulling back. Should have scalped, then I would have had a green day. Yes, you see, even I just force myself and remember and let myself remember that this is a scalping day, because for example PRTR starts to be a bit greedy, and it worked out better though. But yeah, this is very clearly a scalping day, guys. Market still in the middle of that, yeah, exactly level 2, like since 10 o'clock we are not moving literally. Yeah, Meta is coming to the short phase, right? Pfizer. Two winners are recapped. Very good. Only watching? Perfect. So still 50% of you it's in green. That's good. That's good. And seems like this choppiness continues on this market, traders. As soon as it started to move back towards the VWAP, it's just making a reversal again. Also, I still like this J and J just for a scalp again. Larissa, well, actually, when I'm talking about scalping, I'm just taking the same setups as usual. I'm just not expecting such a high outcome of the trade as usual because of the fact that the market is choppy, not showing any great direction, and I cannot rely on a continuation for 2 or 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So that's why I'm just closing the profit sooner and moving my stop loss sooner. That's it when I'm talking about scalping indeed. Yes, the king, pull out your crystal ball. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I have no clue at the moment. The king, it's surprising for me that after such a double ugly news that the China got retaliatory tariff again, against the US. Now Europe just joined China with more tariffs just imposed to the US goods. So I'm really surprised. That means, first of all, someone knows something, and the big guy started to buy. Second, no idea. I don't think so. They hope, in Powell and the Fed that is going to stop this whole carnage, because as you could see, uh, what can just stop this carnage? It's the tariffs news again. Okay, guys, so market is officially in a choppy whipsaw move. Cannot break the VWAP, cannot break higher, cannot break lower, which is not good. PLTR taking a nice move higher here back to this $80 level, which I'm watching. SPY again made a reversal from the VWAP, but until we are not breaking this consolidation high, it doesn't mean too much. Yes, it's just a sideways move. I'm not touching anything. J&J still looks okay. And I assume J&J's move is going to be depend on the market too. Now I see the market is trying again harder to push up. And now we are moving higher again. Nice green candle on the market. Let's see whether at this time we are going to get a continuation or not. Tesla trying hard again to push higher. Look at Amazon. And PLTR doesn't look bad either. But I am not convinced by this ugly, ugly market moves yet. New daily high we need first. New daily high we need first, and then we can talk about longs. Market for green 1 minute candles in a row. That's not bad. We are getting closer to this breakout here. Now let's see market. Look at Microsoft is getting back to the highs. Okay. That's a nice, impressive move. We just need a continuation. In this case, I think we can see a very nice breakout on all of the big tech stocks, especially Microsoft, which I am watching at the moment. WMT checking. Microsoft Meta looks very good over the high too, but we really need to see a stronger push on this market. This is not enough yet. In my opinion, WMT just checking. Yes, WMT looks really good over 85 and 15. 85 and 15 Nissan, not before, but over 85 and 15 can be a nice move there. Now let's see whether the market is able to do a continuation here, or at least a consolidation. That would mean that it's starting to be a bit stronger. Yeah, me too, Tara, me too. That's why I'm not calling yet anything, but Tesla really seems strong. Walmart, it's better because it's a VWAP reversal over this 85.15. Yes, because this push higher, it's on a lower volume too. This is my problem as well. Okay, so let's see if bulls are strong enough. In this case, Microsoft Meta looks great, and definitely this WMT, but only over 85 and 15. J&J is not moving anywhere. Market is just doing this consolidation, which is a good sign if it's holding up and ready for a bull flag. But I feel like easily it can just flip again to the downside, so be careful, guys. That means choppiness continues, right? Now it's still holding. Volume is not that bad though in the green candles now, so there is a chance. But first we need to break higher here. Tesla bull flag, NVDA, very nice. No, and we are failing again. I can't believe this market. Gives a little hope and pushing her lower. If it's breaking 422 on the triple Q, I think we are going to push lower a bit more. 500, of course, on the SPY. No, market, decision time, come on. Again. Hi, Leviathan, nice to see you. Market is just in a choppy mode. Morning was nice, but now, as you can see, it's just making a choppy move since 10 o'clock. Now it started to move higher, but seems like it just cannot continue again, traders, so watch out with any longs at the moment. NVIDIA, I love it. I really love it. NVIDIA, Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon over the high. But for that, we need to see first the market to do something, like to pick a direction, which we have seen it in the beginning. It did pick a direction very nicely, but since then, there is no continuation higher. Unfortunately. And now we are pushing lower again. Also, WMT Nielsen is still holding, so over this 85.15, it still can be a nice trade there. Not a nice, but it's an okay trade. I'm checking J&J. Okay, traders, J&J is in. I would like to see a partial around 145.40, like a 50 cents. Market is pulling back. And I think J&J is going to be my last trade today. Yes, very ugly choppy. I was so happy to see finally higher highs, higher lows on the market, but look at that, it's just stopped completely after 10 o'clock. Now we see another nice push higher, but it's completely failing now. And we did enter to J&J to the short side, but for that we need a push back to this 145. 40.50 for the first partial on the J&J, and don't forget that this is a scalp again, traders. Today it is just scalps which worth to play on that market, in my opinion. SPY triple Q back to the VWAP. So does most of the big stocks. Meta just touched the VWAP. Come on, J&J, continue, please. Nice. 70 is going to be broken soon. SPY triple Q might it's going to do another reversal. Let's see. All right, traders, 20, 25, 30 cents more to take a partial on J&J. SPY triple Q red candles again. WMT feigning, NVIDIA coming back too. TQQQ on the wave up again, 1490. All right, nice J&J. So on the J&J traders, I'm just going to make a partial here. J&J, 145, 50, 47, nice. And I'm going to put my stop loss to 140, 145 and 91. Okay, on the J&J, Johnson & Johnson. So I've just made 80% of my share size, a partial, and 145.92 is going to be my stop loss here. Market again just on the VWAP, I guess might is going to make another reversal here because there is no decision on this market direction, unfortunately. I've told you, watch out on the J&J after the first partial. I'm going to be out on 145, 45 and 92. Yes, I see. You are right, Lar. We made the first lower high of the day. That means if you are going to make the break under the neckline, which can be 41860 with the triple Q, SPY is more clear for me now. SPY is 496.70, 496.70. If you're going to break it through, that can be another nasty drop for the market traders. Watch out. But so far, the VWAP is holding. VWAP is holding the price nicely again. Perfect timing on the J&J partial, as I see. And now you see it's just making a reversal. Might it's going to be a fourth reversal on the VWAP, but it's trying again. Just a rinse and repeat, seems like, on the market. NVDA back to the VWAP. CTQQQ. Tesla still looks strong, in my opinion. Yes, I was just watching Tesla. 235, you called it. Yeah, it can be a nice one. And you know what? For that, for sure, the market is going to get back to the highs again. So far, market is fighting on the VWAP as usual. So nothing new. I'm just doing it now because of the market, Kevin. It's not my favorite. Yes, anticipator, the J&J stop loss, it's 145.92 after we are taking a partial. Or after we just took a partial and then I just moved my stop loss. Usually I'm not a big fan of always scalping, but at the moment with this market environment, this choppiness, I don't feel like we have any other choice, unfortunately. All right, traders. So seems like maybe the market is giving up at this time. I don't know, but I'm aware of that at the moment. J&J is still in. Let's see whether we can touch the 145 here. That would be great. Less on the green side now. Still some nice number, especially AMD very strong, Tesla, Apple, NVIDIA, Oracle, Amazon. Microsoft, Macy's, but for example, Meta, it's only 0.22% higher now. And PayPal, Nike, Pepsi, IBM, MasterCard, Baidu, Baba, Oxy, J&J are just falling short here. SPY is fighting. Okay. Now let's see whether another reversal coming on the VWAP or we do continue lower. Seems like it can be another reversal. In this case, be careful with the J&J final stop loss 145 and 92. Market is making another VWAP reversal on the triple Q, but the SPY broke the VWAP. Tesla trying hard to push towards to the high of the day, as I see. So traders, no decision, choppiness continues. J&J it's on the VWAP, and VDA heading back to the highs. Tesla, although Amazon is not reversing, but Microsoft and VDA does. Let me just check this AMD. Ooh, AMD, nice comeback. Okay, traders, seems like the bulls are trying hard again to push the market higher or at least make a reversal here. Beginning of the day was good, but since 10 o'clock, unfortunately, everything just stopped. Nice push on the market side. J&J is glued to the VWAP traders. I'm still waiting on that one. Might is going to turn lower. Market in the meantime is just chop chop. It needs to break this consolidation low, which is going on since 10 o'clock, this consolidation, or the daily high. Amazon is under the VWAP now, and I must tell you, I see some move lower now as well on some of the bigger stocks. So might bulls are not going to hold on too long. Let's see. WMT still looks good though. Tesla is coming lower as well, and WMT looks good. It was very tempting to short this TQQQ again under 40 just for a scalp, but I think I'm just sitting on my hands now because I feel like this market is still very, very tricky and anything can happen. Okay, now you're moving lower. Oh, nice. And now I'm not shorting TQQQ. Deking, did you? SPY triple Q broke the VWAP, but not this consolidation low yet. So it doesn't mean anything. It still can go back easily higher, in my opinion. What a nasty choppy market. J&J is not moving. Come on, J&J. Market is moving lower. $419 on the triple Q. 497 broken by the SPY. Here we go lower now. Here it is. This is the neckline 3960 on the TQQQ. Nice push lower now. Okay, now we have a direction. All right. Interesting push lower, but J&G is not moving. No, you did not. You fell asleep. I hope it's the market fault, not mine. Meta finally, nice. Well done. Okay, traders, seems like we are just moving. No, Kevin, I missed it. I did not trust in the market, unfortunately. I did not trust in the market. Okay, guys, this seems like a very nice push lower on the market. Here comes the round number on the TQQQ at least. Okay. PRTR traded you nice. Thanks for the day. Nice, Tara. Very happy to hear that. Sorry, traders. I was just focusing now to see whether this JNG it was to hold or not. I don't think so though. Maybe I'm going to get out and just call it as a day as well. Market started to push lower. That means that might we have the direction for today. Also, I'm going to be careful with this market again, as it just can flip the coin in a second. You are short in which one? In BA, Raspi, or NVDA 99. Okay. Act as a scalper, please. Act as a scalper. If it's going to push back over 99, I would be out, and here I would take a partial around $1. But very nice indeed. Oh, Baba. Okay, this is another one. I'm just checking it quickly. Baba. Mm-hmm. Wow, beautiful. That was a nice one. I thought today, you know what, it's going to be stronger, and look at that. What a push lower. All right, traders. Now I like J&J better, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to leave my stop loss on 90. What is my hard stop loss here? 95. Oh no, somewhere 95 now, as I see, because the J&J, if it would break this 145.30, that could mean that might we see a little bit more to the downside. Overall market now found a direction back towards to the low of the day. If we fail and go under the low of the day, I assume we are going to see a continuation. So watch out here. Overall market, though, it's very choppy, not clear for me which direction we want to go at the moment. But so far, this drop means that might we do continue. I don't think so, though. I'm expecting this choppiness, this up and down move. This is just making the same as in the pre-market as I was expecting for that until the FOMC meeting minutes. The FOMC meeting minutes, if it's going to be very hawkish, then we do continue lower. If dovish, might we can have a small break again from the sell-off. However, again, watch the headlines like a hawk, as I mentioned you, because as you could see in the pre-market, the headlines mattered. So one big move to the upside, another red move or down move after the fact that, yeah, China wanted to talk about tariffs with Trump, but it's not just like negotiation. They just declare the fact that they are going to get more tariffs, retaliatory tariffs now on the US goods, so that's definitely not a good news. So I assume if the market fails under the daily low, traders, we have the direction for today. Also, again, the FOMC meeting minutes can just change the tone here. I don't think so too much. Let's see what we will get. So if you're going to stay trading, watch out very much around 2 p.m. please, and 1 p.m. as well, because there will be the 10 years bond auction, and as Kevin just wrote, that it's going to be a huge number or amount of bond sell-off, and this can shape the market prices too. So traders, thank you very much for your interaction today. Not my best trading day of the month so far. I had betters already, and we will have much better. Don't worry. We just need some more clarity on this market. Seems like it's going to be down again. So if you are still holding J&J, put your stop loss maximum 146 if you want to be generous with the stop loss, and let's see whether it can break the 145.30. If you like the stream, of course, please just give us a thumbs up. And if you are interested in our TEFS account or TEFS packages, like especially the funded accounts packages or the challenges, which with the challenges you can win the funded account package. If you are making 10% of the profit without time limit, traders, then you can just get a funded account. So just check out the website and the client area. And if you have any questions, please just drop me an email as usual. I hope you enjoyed today's trading, even if the market was not very active just for half an hour, and now it's starting again. And we will be back, of course, tomorrow at 9. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Watch out at 2 p.m. and at 1 p.m. as well, and on this choppy market, and stay on the scalp side. Okay, guys, so thanks a lot. Take care, stay safe, and see you tomorrow. Bye.